Welcome to Mr. Amin's channel.
10.
Tencent Co. Revenue $21 billion. It is one of the most valuable industries in the game industry. Net income $6 billion. Industry Internet. Products Social networks, instant messaging, social media. This Chinese giant was founded in 1998.
9.
Visa Company. Revenue $10 billion. Net income $2 billion. Financial services industry. This company was established in 1958. This company performs payment transactions and bank transfers between financial institutions.
8.
Facebook Meta Platform Co. Income $468 billion. Net income $33 billion. Industry Internet. Facebook's headquarters is located in California, United States.
Time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do. To reflect who we are and what we hope to build, I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands, they're not changing either. And we are still the company that designs technology around people. Hey, and welcome to Connect. Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse, starting with the most important experience of all, connecting with people. Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually, it has things that are only possible virtually, and it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear. All right, perfect.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Mark. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space?
Uh-huh.
Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait. Where is Naomi?
Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Sorry, I'm running late, but you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art? That's cool.
Send that link over so we can all look at it. This is stunning.
Okay, that is something.
That's awesome.
I love the movement.
Wait, it's disappearing.
This is amazing.
Hold on, I'll tip the artist and they'll extend it.
Wow.
Privacy and safety need to be built into the metaverse from day one. You'll get to decide when you want to be with other people, when you want to block someone from appearing in your space, or when you want to take a break and teleport to a private bubble to be alone. You're going to be able to bring things from the physical world into the metaverse. Almost any type of media that can be represented digitally, photos, videos, art, music, movies, books, games, you name it. And lots of things that are physical today, like screens, will just be able to be holograms in the future. You won't need a physical TV, it'll just be a $1 hologram from some high school kid halfway across the world. And you'll be able to take your items and project them into the physical world as holograms in augmented reality too. One part of this is Horizon Home, which is our early vision for a home space in the metaverse. Horizon Home is the first thing that you'll see when you put on your Quest headset. Today, there are already a bunch of options to choose from, and in the future, anyone will be able to create one. We've just called it home until now because it's been missing something very important: people. Soon, we're going to be introducing a social version of home, where you can invite your friends to join you as avatars. You'll be able to hang out, watch videos together, and jump into apps together. Then, There is Horizon Worlds, which is where you can build worlds and jump into them with people. Horizon is designed to make it possible for everyone to create, and we're already seeing people build some really interesting experiences, from creating new games together to throwing surprise parties in VR that family and friends around the world can join. Over the last year and a half, a lot of us who work in offices have gone remote. And while I miss seeing the people I work with, I think remote work is here to stay for a lot of people. So we're gonna need better tools to work together. Let's take a look at what working in the metaverse will be like. Imagine if you could be at the office without the commute. You would still have that sense of presence, shared physical space, those chance interactions that make your day all accessible from anywhere. Now imagine that you have your perfect work setup and you can actually do more than you could in your regular work setup. And on top of all that, you can keep wearing your favorite sweatpants. And as we've focused more on work, and frankly, as we've heard your feedback more broadly, we're working on making it so you can log into Quest with an account other than your personal Facebook account. We're starting to test support for work accounts soon, and we're working on making a broader shift here within the next year. I know this is a big deal for a lot of people. Not everyone wants their social media profile linked to all these other experiences, and I get that, especially as the metaverse expands. And I'll share more about that later. But I'm genuinely optimistic about work in the metaverse. We know from the last couple of years that a lot of people can effectively work from anywhere. But hybrid is going to be a lot more complex, when some people are together and others are still remote. So giving everyone the tools to be present, no matter where they are, whether as a hologram sitting next to you in a physical meeting or in a discussion taking place in the metaverse, that's going to be a game changer. I think this could be very positive for our society and economy. Giving people access to jobs in more places, no matter where they live, will be a big deal for spreading opportunity to more people. Dropping our daily commutes will mean less time stuck in traffic and more time doing things that matter. And it'll be good for the environment.
7.
Tesla Inc. Income $53 billion. Net income $33 billion. Industry, automotive and solar energy. Tesla was founded in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tapping, and Elon Musk became the company's main investor and chairman only in 2004.
6,
Berkshire Hathaway. Income $469 billion. Net income $33 billion. Industry, insurance, finance, rail transportation. Services, food and non-food. The company is headquartered in Nebraska, United States.
5,
Amazon Company. Income $469 billion. Net income $33 billion. Industry, retail trade. This company was founded in 1994 by Jeff Bezos. Amazon's headquarters is located in Washington, United States.
Four,
Alphabet Inc. Income $257 billion. Net income $76 billion. Industry Internet.
Sergey Brin and Larry Page, who jointly created this large company in 1998, are the heads of this internet holding. The office of this holding is located in California. These services are under this holding company: Android, YouTube, AdWords.
3,
Saudi Aramco. Revenue $346 billion. Net income $88 billion. Market value $2 trillion. This company is owned by the government of Saudi Arabia. Its head office is located in Dhahran. Products: oil, natural gas, and other petrochemical products.
2,
Microsoft. Income $184 billion. Net income $100 billion. Market value $2 trillion. Products: Microsoft Office, Microsoft Windows, Xbox.
Microsoft is one of the most influential and high-tech companies the world has ever seen. But have you ever wondered what it's like to work there? Microsoft's sprawling headquarters is no vanilla corporate office. Instead, it's more of a miniature city with its own transit system, shopping mall, tree houses, and even a grimy lake for dunking cocky senior executives. And that's before we get into the secret underground tech labs where the very future of our online lives is being developed, or the hallway where high fives are mandatory. So join us today as we don our trusty lanyard and delve deep inside the Microsoft headquarters. Covering an area of just over 500 acres in the Seattle suburb of Redmond, Washington, Microsoft headquarters is quite rightly known as a campus. And just like a university or college campus, it comprises dozens of buildings, over 100 all told, as well as sports fields, woodland trails, and secluded courtyards for taking well-earned breaks. The company moved onto this site, a former chicken farm, in February of 1986, just a month before going public and commencing its meteoric rise to the top of the tech sector. Initially, just 6 buildings were constructed, with a capacity of 800 employees. Today, by contrast, some 50,000 people work on the Redmond campus. Those first 6 buildings were numbered rather than named, as befits a nerdy software outfit. And that naming convention has continued right up to the present day. Employees navigating Microsoft's rambling campus using its own dedicated fleet of hybrid minibuses have to constantly keep track of what number building does what. If you're paying them a visit, chances are you'll swing by Building 92 first, as it's home to the Microsoft Visitor Center. Inside, you'll find a company museum telling the rich history of the tech giant. You'll no doubt seize the opportunity to play with up-to-the-minute versions of Microsoft software like the Forza Racing series or recent acquisition Minecraft. There's also a chance to zhuzh up your LinkedIn profile, another Microsoft subsidiary, and try out the freshest gadgets Microsoft reckon will be revolutionizing your workplace in the not-too-distant future. And if you want, there's even a Microsoft apparel store with a whole section dedicated to Bing merchandise. If you visit Building 16, be sure to make your way into the courtyard, where Walk of Fame-style panels have been installed in the flagstones to commemorate the great Microsoft product launches of the past. Building 8 is where a reportedly young, shy executive by the name of Bill Gates met his future wife Melinda. The story goes that both were working overtime as per usual. Nervous Bill summoned all the courage he could muster to go say hi to the pretty girl who was also hacking away late into the night. The rest is quite literally history. A word of caution concerning Building 7. If anyone ever suggests you meet them there, be sure to politely decline, because Building 7 doesn't even exist. Though an integral part of Microsoft's internal folklore and vibrant prank culture, nobody can say for sure why there's no Building 7. Some say city permit restrictions forbade it. Others suggest the ground here is unsound. Still others imply it was just overlooked during the heady days of Microsoft's breakneck late 90s expansion. Just as mysterious in its own way, Building 87 is where some of the company's most advanced hush-hush research happens. There's no way of knowing for sure what goes on in there, but teasing references to an Orwellian-sounding Department of Human Data or the hypnotic noise-suppressing anechoic chamber provide plenty of fuel for speculation around whatever Willy Wonka madness they're up to inside. Elsewhere, and a little more visible in terms of what it does, is the Maker Garage. Referencing the company's humble beginnings back in the Gates family's Albuquerque carport, the garage is a workshop set aside for employees to try out ideas they've been tinkering with in private. It's fully equipped with laser cutters, 3D printers, soldering gear, and every kind of tool you can imagine. The garage also hosts regular challenge nights, where staff explore the possibilities of the Internet of Things and even the futuristic science of biohacking. But it isn't all work and no play at Redmond, far from it. The campus also provides lots of opportunities for stressed engineers to unwind, including not one but 2 soccer pitches, a basketball court, softball nets, a green for playing Bulls variant bocce ball, and a handful of beach volleyball nets. There's even running trails, or if that sounds a bit too strenuous, inside several of the labyrinthine office buildings you'll encounter random pool tables and college campus classic ping pong. To help employees put in the long shifts necessary to keep Microsoft on top in a fiercely competitive marketplace, the company has provided the ultimate shared amenity. The Commons, first introduced to the Redmond campus in 2009, is a 2-story, 1.4 million square foot mall with ample retail space and dining options. Microsoft makes a point of supporting local Seattle business, which is why hungry punters who visit the Commons can sup on their Pike Place coffee as they nibble on their flying pie pizza. In terms of retail, there's everything here from guitar stores to bike repair workshops, a hair salon, an auto body shop, and several cell phone retailers, although don't expect to find the latest iPhone anywhere around here. Microsoft strive to make the most of Washington State's glorious natural setting. Recently, a cluster of treehouse offices and meeting rooms were constructed on the campus, allowing staff to get up in the canopy for a refreshing lungful of inspiration. And nestled among the original clump of low-rise 80s offices is a famous body of water staff call Lake Bill, after, well, you've guessed it. According to company tradition, managers and even top-level executives like like Gates and co-founder Steve Ballmer, plunge into the murky pond whenever a new product launch exceeds their expectations or overcomes their initial skepticism. All this is designed to foster a culture of collaboration and a sense of family at Microsoft. And if you're lucky enough to visit the Microsoft campus yourself, be sure to play along, especially when you pass someone in the famous high five corridor.
1.
Apple. Revenue $378 billion. Net income $100 billion. Market value $2 trillion. Products, mobile phone, MacBook, etc. This company has thousands of offices, brand stores, and service centers all over the world with a staff of nearly 147,000 people. Its investors are Steve Wozniak, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Jobs.
The Apple headquarters is one of the most expensive buildings on the planet. The building took 8 years to finish, with over 5 years spent on just its construction. The building was designed by Jobs himself and features a design like no other. Let's take a look at just what this building has to offer. General information. Named Apple Park, the Apple headquarters is a sight to behold. The building covers an area of 176 acres, and surprisingly, over 80% of it has been dedicated to green space. The main building is officially called the Ring, and for good reason, since it's, well, in the shape of a ring. In the center of it is a lush green park. A park inside a park. Apple Park might have a super futuristic design, but plans for its construction were actually made back in 2006 by the Apple founder, Steve Jobs. Innovative design. The top of Apple Park is covered with solar panels. Electricity from these solar panels accounts for 75% of the energy needs of the building, and is a testament to Apple's dedication to sustainability and eco-friendliness. This 4-story work of art is also resistant to earthquakes and is built to cater to 12,000 employees. The circular spaceship is huge, with over a 1-mile circumference. Employees can walk from one to the other, or they can take the on-campus bus. Bikes are also available, once again contributing to the sustainability of it all. Under Apple Park, there's a 2-story garage so employees can drive in and out of the building without disrupting the view. Gray-colored bikes are also available in case you don't want to walk down to the parking lot. Apple Park has been designed to maximize employees' efficiency and to promote as much innovation as possible. To do this, the building has been shaped in a way that promotes employee interaction. Several steps have been taken in this regard, the biggest being the addition of glass walls. Glass walls. Apple has taken a different approach to workspaces as compared to traditional offices. While traditional offices have small cubicles for each employee to sit and work in, Apple Park offers open office space to encourage the free flow of ideas. This also enables employees to socialize with each other so they don't get bored and burnt out working all day. People do have some concerns regarding this since the transparent walls are easy to walk into if you're distracted. In fact, 2 employees actually had to visit the hospital after bumping face first into the walls. After this incident, employees stuck sticky notes on the walls to make them more noticeable. However, the post-it notes were taken down since they disrupted the building design. The garden. The center of Apple Park is covered with over 9,000 drought-resistant trees and quite a few orchards. Jobs was a fan of the foliage work done at Stanford University and actually went ahead and got one of their arborists to design the garden. Various indigenous trees, including fruit trees, including cherry, apricot, olive, and, well, you guessed it, apples, have been planted. Studies have shown that plants are good for both reducing stress and increasing innovation, and Apple is using this to the maximum. Apart from all the trees and orchards, Apple Park also has an artificial pond, which, just like the building it's present in, is a perfect circle. Single restaurant. Instead of multiple restaurants throughout the building, Apple Park has only one main restaurant. There are several smaller cafes, but when it comes to restaurants, there's only one. This decision to have only one restaurant means that employees have more and more opportunities to interact with each other and discuss new ideas. Let's talk about some of the other buildings that Apple Park features. 1. The Steve Jobs Theater. The Steve Jobs Theater, or as it's now called, the Apple Auditorium, is a 1,000-seat theater in Apple Park. This theater has the world's tallest freestanding glass elevator at 42 feet high. Apple achieved this feat by using chemically treated glass. However, being the best at just one thing wasn't enough for Apple, so they also added the world's largest carbon fiber roof at the top too. The innovation promotion steps seem to be working. Interestingly, the Steve Jobs Theater is completely underground with only the top curved glass dome being above the ground. but at the same time, it's located on the highest hilltop in Apple Park as a sign of respect for Steve Jobs. Looking at the building, you might be confused that there are no support beams, but here's the fun part. Apple designed the building so that the curved glass walls act as the support beam. This is also why the roof is made of carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is super lightweight, but durable at the same time. The Steve Jobs Theater looks just as futuristic as the Ring, and if you've seen the latest Apple event, you probably saw the new iPhone being announced in it. 2. Rainbow Stage. Located in the garden is a rectangular field with a rainbow-colored stage. The stage is used mostly for announcements and performances. The colors used on the stage are exactly like those of the original Apple logo. The stage was designed by Jonathan Ive and Foster & Partners. It's one of the most recognizable structures in Apple Park and can be seen from pretty much any spot on the Ring. 3. Yoga and Wellness Center. To make sure that employees are well taken care of and de-stressed, there's also a wellness center. The Wellness Center is a 100,000 square foot building complete with showers, group workout areas, a gym, and even a laundry service. There's even a 2-story yoga room. The Wellness Center is impressive, but it's actually the yoga room that's the star of the show, as it's covered with a very special type of stone. Steve Jobs made sure that the stone used for the yoga room was sourced from a special Kansas quarry. This was done so that the yoga room could look like a restaurant in Yosemite that Jobs was a fan of. 4. Visitor Center. The only building visitors are allowed to visit without a pass is the Visitor Center. The Visitor Center is one building, but it's been divided into 4 different sections. The first is the 10,000 square foot Apple Store. This Apple Store is just like any other Apple Store, although it is a lot more flashy, obviously. All the latest Apple products are available in the Apple Store, and also some exclusive Apple merch and souvenirs. Other areas include a 2,300 square foot cafe, an observation deck, and an AR experience area. The AR experience area is designed so visitors can experience the inside of the building without actually having to visit it. Talk about innovation. It is Apple after all. Anyways, that was all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you did. Also, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to support us and stay tuned. See you next time.
Thank you for your time. Subscribe me.